Guys, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're gonna start with this one first. Putin to meet Donald at an American military base. Now, the news says the president will meet at Elmendorf Richardson base in Anchorage, Alaska. Alright, so here's the deal, guys. I did some research and I mentioned that the US could cuff Putin due to ICC. But here's the thing. These are the countries. Let me just read this really quick. The ICC has issued an arrest warrant for Vladimir. All right, due to the war going on with Ukraine. And it says here the green countries on the map shows places in which Vladimir should be arrested. Now, America is not on that green map. So I don't think the US could cuff Vladimir. I don't think that's gonna happen. So you have it seems like it's mostly Europe. You have Canada. Wow, even Mexico is in it. Central America, South America, certain parts of Africa, the continent of Africa. Then you have Australia, Japan. So the one with the green, Putin cannot step foot. The one on the green. So he could go to the U.S. and they can't do nothing to him. All right. So, but a lot of people are saying that this could be a setup. They could possibly cuff Vladimir, and it would not be a smart idea. So this Friday, we're gonna see how all this plays out. Vladimir is gonna meet Donald. It's gonna be in a military base, near a military base, if I'm not mistaken, for security purposes. All right, so we're gonna get to all this here, guys. We got a lot of news coming out. I mean, you got military soldiers out there in DC. A lot of videos has been released. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. There's a lot of military being deployed all over the place. Military in Alaska, military DC. Things are looking tough nowadays. All right, so give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. Let me read this one first. Sorry, let me just get to this one first. So the Bear Country and U.S. President to meet on Elmendorf Air Force Base, Alaska. Security concerns. It says here, this coming Friday, U.S. President will meet face-to-face with the Bear Federation leader, Vladimir. The men will meet at an extraordinary location, Joint Base Elmendorf Richardson near Anchorage, Alaska. Now, revelations that the two presidents will meet on a U.S. military base struck very many people as very odd. It turns out security was a very big factor in choosing the location. It is already well known that Ukraine is willing to commit provocations. Might striking Vladimir be one such effort? No one in the U.S. was willing to risk such a thing. Too much at stake. It is also well known that the first attempt against the Donald, which took place in Pennsylvania, was carried out by, I'm going to skip the name. At the time of the attempted, this person was out by a police sniper. But afterwards, he was found to be in the possession of cell phones equipped with encrypted messaging application, one of which reportedly went through a server in Brussels, Belgium. That server was allegedly operated by NATO. It is also no secret that certain NATO country leaders have it out for the bear president. Quite a few of those same NATO country leaders do not care much for Donald either. So once again, the Pennsylvania attempt is proof. It turned out that all things considered, it was faster, easier, and far more secure for the two presidents to meet on a U.S. military base. Wow. I do believe that's a possibility. Vladimir might come with his military soldiers. And this is going to be a big one. This Friday, August the 15th. All right, so let's go with the next news here. Let's go to D.C. All right, there's a lot of stuff going on in D.C. National Guard deployed to D.C. streets as Donald launches crime crackdown. National Guard troops have begun appearing on Washington streets as U.S. Commander-in-Chief deploys 800 Guard members and 500 federal agents to combat what he calls out-of-control lawlessness in the Capitol. The deployment includes Donald commanding of city police. The federal takeover represents an unprecedented intervention in local D.C. law enforcement, with Guard troops now visible throughout the city. The deployment marks a significant escalation in federal control over the nation's capital. Here we go, guys. I know the mayor's not pleased. Mayor Bowser, she tried her very best to try to overturn this. You got the, I think that's a veteran. He's just saluting them. Okay, so it says here, breaking, National Guard vehicles depart D.C. Monument. Military vehicle leave D.C. National Mall as supporters salute departing troops. Here's another news that's coming out. What is, I'm sorry guys, I mean this is the first time I'm seeing this. I don't know if this is something, but you see the the soldier on the right. Alright, so he has the, oh, what do you call that? Is he a JEWS? I never seen that before, guys. That's the first time. I mean, U.S. military. But let me just, give me a second here. I mean, again, you know, it's first time right here. This person here. He has the, on top of his head. Again, like I said, it's the first time I'm seeing something like that. It says here, D.C. Guard to be deputized by U.S. Marshals. Soldiers from the 273rd Military Police Company of the D.C. National Guard are signing paperwork to be deputized by the U.S. Marshals Service. The move is part of Donald activation and deployment of Guard units to patrol Washington, D.C. Once sworn in, they will have federal authority in the Capitol as the administration intensifies its law enforcement presence. on city streets. The deployment follows Donald federalization of the Metropolitan Police Department earlier this week. All right, we're going to go with the next one here. They're unloading trucks. I see bottles of water. I guess this is like to help the homeless population out there. The 547th Transportation Company of the District of Columbia National Guard unload pallets of water and other supplies at the D.C. armoring in Washington in preparation for the Title 32 activation of National Guard soldiers under the orders of U.S. President to assist federal and local law enforcement within the nation capital. All right, so I guess this is not for like the homeless, but yeah, they're not wasting time. They really doing this quick, man. They're not playing. They're not playing. They're not wasting no time. I see a pallet there that is tilted. Okay. That pallet there is tilted. They're going to have to unload that by hand. Thank you so much to the military soldiers out there. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you so much for, keeping us safe. Thank you. Ah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Someone is like, looks like they are unloading that one pallet by hand. That's what I'm saying. This one right here, they're going to have to unload it. Which is nothing. I mean, for them, they rather unload that thing than use the forklift. Again, it's, training and stuff like that. Give me a second here, guys. We have some more breaking news here. There's a lot of videos coming out. That's the Attorney General. She's out there, and those are law enforcement. Those ain't the militaries. Yeah, those are law enforcement. Big shout out to the law enforcement out there. Thank you again for your service too. You guys do an amazing job out there. So yeah, those are law enforcement and the Attorney General. All right, give me a second here. Let me just read this really quick. Attorney General Pam meets federal agents patrolling D.C. or federal agents. Attorney General Pam, now overseeing D.C. Metropolitan Police under Donald's federal takeover, met with look at this, FBI, DEA, police, and National Guard personnel at the operation facility in Anacostia. The site serves as the staging ground for agents before deployment across the capital. All right, here's the nighttime. Border Patrol agent mobilizing outside Union Station in D.C. So you have Border Patrol agent too? Man, you got everyone out there. National Guard, law enforcement, Border Patrol. I mean, you got everyone out there. In New York. And why? Chicago. Oakland. Oakland. Baltimore. LA. Seems like fun time is over. Hmm. Got canines. Wow. Wow. Hmm. All right. Okay, so it seems like that's going to be all the information for that, but I want to bring this one up too, guys. All right, so welcome to the future. Everything is shifting. ICE just announced plans to buy facial recognition system that work anywhere in real time. The tech comes from BI2 Technologies, IRIS, and Morris Platforms. What this means? Well, the border agents get Terminator-style scanning powers. I told you guys, it's getting closer and closer to Terminator. Everything AI. The movie Terminator is like a foreshadowing of things to come. Everything will be electronic. Point, scan, instant identity verification on millions of people. The database covers both immigrant and citizens. No more fake IDs or aliases slipping through. Privacy advocates hate it. ICE loves it. Welcome to 2025. I know the other side, the blue, they're not liking this. The blue, I'm not liking this. This is changing everything around. How Donald DC takeover could supercharge surveillance. Let's see what's going on here. Sorry, guys, I got something in my eye. Donald declaration of a crime emergency in D.C. will further entwine the U.S. military and its equipment and technology in law enforcement matters and perhaps expose D.C. residents and visitors to unprecedented digital surveillance. Digital. That name, digital currency, digital surveillance. Digital, again, that's the future there. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying this is leading towards the mark. Again, the book of Revelation. Now, I'm not saying Donald is the Antichrist, but what he's representing, he's opening up the door, the path for the son of perdition. Brushing aside statistic that show lawlessness in D.C. at 30-year low, Donald on Monday described a new level of coordination between D.C. National Guard units and federal law enforcement agency, including the FB, ICE, and the newly federalized D.C. police force. We will have full, seamless, integrated cooperation at all levels of law enforcement, and will deploy officers across the district with an overwhelming presence. You will have more police. You will be so happy because you're being safe, he said at the White House press conference. Now, a lot of people are saying this is martial law. This is no martial law. It's not even a insurrection act. All right. So if it was an insurrection act, those in Los Angeles be cuffed by military. But again, these military, they don't have the authority to cuff citizens unless Donald invoked the insurrection act, which he hasn't. All right. So it says here, Defense Secretary standing beside Donald promised close collaboration between the sleeping giant and domestic authority. We will work alongside all DC police and federal law enforcement to ensure this city is safe. That comes next. The June 2020 deployment of National Guard units to work alongside DC police offers a glimpse. Citywide use of sophisticated intelligence gathering technology normally reserved for foreign war zones. Some surveillance platforms will be relatively easy to spot, such as spy aircraft over DC, closely guarded airspace, and in 2020, authorities deployed an RC-26B, a military intelligence aircraft, an MQ-9 Reaper drone. Now, the FB, contributed a Cessna 560 equipped with dirtbox devices that mimic cell towers to collect mobile data, long used by the U.S. military to track bad groups' networks in the Mideast. Other gear will be less obvious. The 2020 protests saw expanded use of stingrays, another type of cellular interception device developed to enable the military to track militants in Iraq and Afghan. Militants. I truly apologize, guys. This ring light is getting to me now. Usually at this time I go live outside and just away from the ring lights, but it's raining and it's been raining for the last couple of days. Stingrays were used by the U.S. Secret Service in 2020 and 2021 in ways that the DHS Inspector General found broke the law and policies concerning privacy and warrants. Agency officials said exigent circumstances justified the illicit spying. Now, with federal agency and entities working with military personnel under declared emergency circumstances, near gear can enter domestic use. And local officials of the civilian review boards that normally oversee police use of such technologies may lack the power to prevent or even monitor it. And in 2021, the DC Gov ended a facial recognition pilot program after police used it to identify a protester at Lafayette Square, but local prohibitions don't apply to federalized or military forces. All right. We are definitely seeing a new system here. A new enforcement. And it's going to happen not only in DC, but I do believe it's going to happen in other cities. This is going to first happen in the blue territory. Again, you have Los Angeles, Chicago. Chicago is a big one. Chirac. That's going to be a big one. Again, they have all the... you got all the Venezuelan out there too in Chicago. So that's going to be a big one. NY is also going to be a big one. But pretty soon there's going to be the midterm election pretty soon, and we're going to see how all that plays out. But I got a strong feeling that the blue is not going to win because Donald is cleaning up their numbers, meaning their VOTES. Donald is sending them back home. All right, give me a second here, guys. I want to go back on X. Um, okay, so guys, this video here, this is an old video, if I'm not mistaken, but everybody's sharing this. This is the leader of Venezuela, and he's basically saying he explodes at the sleeping giant for $50 million reward. He said, "Come and get me. I will wait for you in Miraflores," which is, I think, the city. "Don't take too long, cowards." How would Donald react? But I think this again, this message was during the election. He was speaking to his opponent. Again, he was running against the, I forget the name of the group, but I think that video is old. It's going around. A lot of people's using that video and saying that it's towards Donald, but again, be careful with a lot of these stuff here, guys. Again, that video is, I believe, is old. Give me a second here. They're not playing around. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. They're out there. They're not playing around. They're just walking around. You got those two so so hold on, give me a second here. Look at this. These two is like, man, Wawas look good. You see that pizza? We should get that pizza. Yep, they're inside Wawas. And they're gonna order some pizza or something. They're patrolling Washington, D.C. Alright, so I mean, they deserve to get a cup of coffee. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news. The sleeping giant debt bomb. We just hit $37 trillion and nobody's talking about it. Yeah, I mean, it's always been going up. $37 trillion. That's insane. That means that every single one of us, including young ones and newborn, we owe $125,000. Every single one of us. Now, it's not us. We're not the one taking money out. I mean, you see these crazy bills every year from these political, the left and right. I mean, those bills are crazy. It's not us. We're not the ones signing checks. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just looking for more information here. Oh, hold on. Let me take you to the National Hurricane Center and see where we are with that storm. Okay, so let me just bring this up really quick here. All right. Man, there's a lot of storm popping up. Okay, so it's still 45 miles per hour. That thing's going, and it's going 20 miles per hour. So it hasn't gained any strength and is losing speed. Hold on, give me a second here. It seems like it's turning. And and it's gonna turn. It's not gonna hit Florida. It's not gonna hit Florida. It's gonna turn. It's gonna go up north, towards up North Atlantic. Give me a second here. Yeah, so you see, it's turning now. It's turning. It's turning. Now just wait till October and November, then it will be a whole different ball game. But right now it's way too early. I mean, storms are popping up, but nothing hit us in August. And I lived in Florida for many years. The worst month is like late September, October, and November. Um, so it seems like this is all the information here, guys. Yeah, it seems like this is all the information here. I would keep it updated when it comes to, you know, the August 15 Donald and Vladimir. That's gonna be a big one. So I would keep it. I would keep it updated on that, and also you know, with the all these troops going on in DC, I do believe it's gonna happen in other regions too. Now, again, like I said, people are saying that this is like martial law. This is not martial law. Again, martial law is worst case scenario, like really bad stuff, like we seen foreigners and, you know, invading. Again, that's like martial law. But when it comes to little, you know, petty crimes and homelessness stuff, yeah, he's not gonna activate the. He's not going to invoke the Insurrection Act. All right, guys. It seems like this is all the information here. I'm not seeing any more, but hold on. All right, so that's the one we just. HSI agents patrol DC street with National Guard. Federal operation target high traffic areas and known hotspots alongside Metro Police. 5 armored carriers departed National Monument area after 8:15 p.m. Hold on. Look at this here, man. Look at this here. Mm-mm. Wow. Man, you got the FBI, the DEA, you got the National Guard. I mean, you got everyone out there. And they all together. I never seen anything like this. Just walking down the street, just hold on, hold on, hold on. Give me a second. What's this man saying here?
First one I saw. So my thought is not much going on here. So maybe they're practicing. Come on.
Okay, it's like, you know, they just practicing because there's nothing going on here. Yeah, there's nothing going on there because all the lawlessness are hiding. So that's why nothing's going on, because again, this thing is working. Nothing is happening. Yeah, because this system here is working. Man, again, you got multiple agency in the FBI, DEA, law enforcement, custom border. I mean, Donald got the whole crew out there. Wow. Someone said this is absolutely awesome. I may need to book a trip to National Archives now. Someone said DC looking like the Wild Wild West. Someone says something big is going down in DC. Alright, so if you guys want to check out the video, I just shared it on my Twitter page. The link would be in the description box. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. I'm not seeing much. Let me just refresh the page one more time. Give me a second here, guys. Yeah, so it's sad. The reason why this is happening is because the lawlessness, the blue has failed. And you guys know the blue is all about defund and this and that. And so hold on, wait a minute. I missed this. Hold on. Breaking. Ooh, LAPD dons riot gear in anti-ICE standoff. Dozens of officers equipped with equipment face off against these group in downtown LA. Tension escalate as demonstration reaches federal building area. So we're going to the West Coast now. Officer force occupant out of vehicle leading anti-ICE march before allowing truck and driver to leave area. All these information will be shared on my Twitter page. Alright, guys, I guess I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna end it here, but thank you so much for tuning in. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share the video. Again, thank you so much for your support. Have a good night, guys. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ. For He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.